let's begin with sales multipliers. These things right off the bat will make you more money. Respond to leads in less than 1 minute. You may not know the stats on this. Some of the more experienced salespeople do. If you can contact a lead within 60 seconds of them showing interest or opting in or giving you their contact information, you have a 391% increase in the likelihood that you can close the prospect. And so that means that if you did nothing else, but simply put the processes in place so that you can contact leads within 60 seconds, you could 4x your business tomorrow. And so then you have to ask the question, what are all these other things that I'm spending my time on? And do those things have an immediate 4x increase in my business? If the answer is no, then you should probably stop doing those things and do this one obvious thing that can increase your business to such a large degree. Also, 50% of prospects will go with the business that responds to them first, not the one who's best, that they did the most research for, simply the one that responds to them first. And you're like, okay, Alex, but 1 minute's a lot. Well, totally. And if you do greater than 5 minutes, the likelihood that you close them drops by 80%, which means 4 out of 5 times you would have closed now goes to 20% close rate on those leads. And so the whole idea that people think that the lead quality is go down is not really true. It's completely dependent on how well you work the leads. Now, a lot of people like to talk about follow-up, and follow-up's important, right? You got to make it personal. You got to make it fast. You want to do it multiple times over multiple days for sure. But one of the most important follow-ups is the first follow-up, which is how quickly you can show them that you have received their interest and are ready to help them. And customers will make a judgment on how good your business is, how buttoned up you are by how quickly you respond. So if you reach out to a company, just imagine for a second, you opt into something, and then within 5 seconds, your phone rings and someone's like, hey, saw that you asked for more information about this. How can I help you, right? And right there, you're like, man, these guys are on top of it. It makes it judgment that you cast over the entire business. That first impression is the tip of the spear, and most people are missing out. So all the data that I will cite in this video will come from 2 sources. So one is there was a Harvard Business Review that did a huge case study on different sales metrics across massive industries. And then me personally, we own Allen. And so a lot of the lead nurture stats are related to Allen, which is a software company that we own, which does like 4,000 plus appointments per day. And so we could see how changing scheduling and changing hours per day and things like that affected overall throughput, because we could see from click to close. And so we could see how opening up calendars was the single strongest correlate to overall throughput, more than increasing closing percentages by 10%, 20%, because you couldn't get 400% increases in closing like you can by putting these sales multipliers in that I'm talking about right now. These are all the things that happen outside of the sale that affect your sales more than anything that happens inside the sale.